Salami. Ay,
Ella es vegana.
carne? Ah, tú eres vegana. Okay.
Salami is this like kind of disgusting to me.
I have no idea why Valentin would bring his woman to his family house, but not tell his family that his woman is a vegan. I don't understand that. Why would you not reveal that information? I think that's quite crucial information because let's say they were arranging to make food, which is what they're basically doing. Family need to know what food to bring, what food to prepare, because if it's a case of where she eats anything and everything, it's fine. She doesn't need to know. But if you know she's a vegan, you know that when your family goes to buy the food that you're gonna cook to celebrate or whatever you're doing, they're gonna need to know what to put on the menu. Honestly, I just feel like he really blindsided her, but to be honest with you, he blindsides her a whole lot in this episode. But let's get it.
But it's always been my impression that he understood it would not be here, but in the United States.
Siempre tuve la impresión de que lo entendió. No sería aquí sino en Estados Unidos.
This is quite interesting though, because at the end of the day, you know, I want to know how they didn't have this conversation or how he at least made her believe that they were going to live in the Dominican Republic rather than live in the United States. A lot of blindsiding is really happening right now from Valentin.
Yo no estoy pensando ir para allá todavía.
Okay. He's done thing 2, 3. The United States now.
I mean, that is a conversation that they should have had properly, and he should have definitely been 100% honest about it. But hey, it definitely gets intense. But let's get into it.
If you want Valentin go to you to United States, why you don't call him?
Sí.
Z, I don't know why my man is so like see about the situation. Like, bro, like.
Because I'm the breadwinner. That's number one. There's really no nice way to say it. You understand that I make the most.
I mean, she's the one that actually makes the legit money to be able to live. So in reality, it makes a lot of sense for her to want to go to the States. Also, given the fact that, well,
Honestly. Second, I am a physician, a practicing physician that's doing extremely well. It would be foolish for me to leave my career as
she ain't lying. She is not lying. It would be foolish for her to leave her career to move somewhere else. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all whatsoever. Why do people always lie? Why are people always blindsiding others? I don't understand the logic behind the lies. Like, why? Why did this happen? It is so sad and so infuriating that this happens. The world that we live in, man, lies and lies become more and more of a stronger thing.
a physician, my businesses that I own and operate, to come to the DR and live a impoverished lifestyle. I mean, let's be honest. What are we talking about?
I mean, I feel like she went a little bit too far, but it was quite interesting because I feel like she kind of did a low little subliminal dig at DR, if you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, though, I think it's ridiculous and outrageous that Valentin, one, didn't tell her family that she's a vegan. Two, that Valentin has somehow made her believe that the plan was for her to come there, meet the family, spend a little bit of time there, but the long-term plan was for them to move to America because, of course, that's where she earns the money. Okay, and that's where obviously she's got a very successful business, very successful career, and it makes a whole lot of sense. Why would you quit that at the age of 30-something to then go live somewhere and then not have any, and then not work, and then also on top of that, the person that you're with doesn't really earn enough money to be able to provide for you two to live together, because if he did, he wouldn't be living at home with his mum and his sister and whoever else lives there too. You see what I'm saying? The logic behind Valentin is bizarre to me, to be honest with you. It's as if maybe he's expecting... What's he expecting? I don't know. And to be fair, you couldn't really say that she should move there and then get a job there because it just wouldn't make sense. No, it wouldn't make sense. I don't understand some human beings in this world, man.
You can't provide for me. I have to make my own money. I can't live off a couple $100s. Like, you cannot provide for me, so why would I leave the United States?
To be honest with you, some people may say, oh, maybe she's been a bit snobby by saying that, you know, I can't survive or live with someone over a couple £100, $100, whatever. But she's not, because we have to put ourselves in her shoes. If she's been living a lifestyle where she's earning big bucks and she's able to spend big bucks and she's able to not worry about money, and she's been living the lifestyle for a long time, and let's say she even grew up in that lifestyle, people have to fathom how hard it would be for someone like that to go to complete backwards of then living a life where there's next to none money in their mind, because obviously how he sees money is very different to how she sees it. And at the end of the day, if you're gonna date someone or be with someone that has been living that high life of an expensive lifestyle, you're gonna have to pretty much level up to their standard, to be honest with you. And this isn't even about being a gold digger or all this. No. It's the fact is, if somebody lives a certain lifestyle that is up here and your lifestyle is down here compared to them, why would that person want to come down? That person's only gonna want to keep going up. And if anything, you should be motivated to want to try and catch them and go up with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the logic. I mean, I know for me personally, I wouldn't put myself in a position where I'm dealing with someone that is bringing me down. Like, and it's crazy because I actually personally don't mean it on a financial purpose for me, because obviously I'm a bit different. You know, her standpoint is different. Like, I understand it. My standpoint is more like, if I'm here in my life and you're here, I would still entertain someone that is here, but only if I know that that person is willing to elevate themselves to be here, or at least support me and help me in what I'm doing and helps elevate me. Because sometimes you can be with someone that is here while you're there, but that person here doesn't actually want to improve their life, and that person just wants to live off you. That is not good. You know what I'm saying? I like someone that is trying to either be with me where I'm at, or is going to try and help me where I'm at, so that person can help me go even more. Because that still makes sense, to be honest with you, right? I mean, like, it's like they say, behind every successful man is a successful woman, right? And I think in that situation, when that was said, this was said in the time when women were valued here and the man was valued there. But in reality, because he was with a woman that was here, her mindset was there. She may not have been here in other aspects, but her mindset was here. In fact, her mindset was probably above where he's at in his life. So she put her mindset with whatever he had going on, which therefore elevate what he had going on, and then went on. Do you see what I'm saying? It just depends on how you want to look at it. It varies, give or take, right? But end of the day, Valentin is being absolutely bonkers in this situation, if you ask me.
Hoy me decepcionó. Yo no siento que ella me dé el mismo respeto que yo le doy a ella. Lamentablemente, una persona humilde puede...
I get what he's saying, but he's talking on a perspective that involves him, not on a perspective that's like, in this situation, you got to speak on the perspective of that person, to be honest with you, in my opinion.
comportarse mejor que una que tenga dinero.
Tal vez sea poco tiempo como para decidir eso, a lo mejor en el...
Well, the sister done a great job saying, you know what, let's just stop the conversation now. It's too early for this, we'll talk about it later on. At the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, to be honest, like I said before, I would side more on April's side than I would on Valentin's side. This has nothing to do with being humble. To be honest, you also, if anything, if you actually no, it has. Actually, it has, because she's humble to where she's at. And she's someone who's obviously a winner because she's got her own profession, but on top of that, she's trying to also expand on her profession by then also creating businesses. So she's humbling where she's at by expanding. She's not someone who's got riches and then she's just chilling in life. She's got riches, but she's trying to make them go. Like, you know, people say, you know, there's a reason why the wealthy stay wealthy, right? Because they need to keep expanding. So she is humble in that right. Okay? Like I said before, sometimes in life, you got to put yourself in that person's shoes. And if you're unable to understand that person's shoes, then you're not meant to be that person. But then sometimes you can put yourself in that person's shoes and then actually find out maybe that person is actually being a complete douche. Either way, you get a result, right? But yeah, these two aren't meant together because the dynamic is way too different. He's not motivated because there's a point that she made. She said that at the end of the day, you know, you try and do things step by step, but I ain't got time for that. I like to do things. I like to do multiple things at once. So I want to do multiple things at once, see them all grow and which means her drive is so different to his. She can't be with someone that's got a drive like his. It's that simple. It won't work. But hey, man, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Let me know what you're thinking down below. We are done. We are out. Peace.